I play Nadia, who's a woman with a troubled past. She's broken inside. She's been living a quite destructive and dark relationship before, and she got out of that. She's in a place now when she's trying to forgive herself and accept what happened and move on and kind of find her new self. And then one night she hears something in front of her house and she meets Bob, your character.
Rifling through a trash can.
Yeah, finding a puppy in my trash. And Bob is, he's a bartender.
Yeah, lonely, lost, sad, resident of Brooklyn who works in a bar and is going nowhere and has his own, sadness. And this dog helps him to integrate back into a society around him where he had a lack of trust and has never really been open to beyond just listening to other people's problems.
So this dog is almost like Band-Aid or medicine or like a saint sent to us that brings us back.
You put an unconditional, like a dog in an environment where there's technically not a lot of love. And the dog offers unconditional love. It's a puppy. So to some people, especially Bob, Nadia, characters, they are going to recognize and identify with something that is helpless and basically needs to be cared for, not dissimilar to themselves. And they can't do that for themselves. Maybe they can do it for something. And then they find each other. It just happens to be the backdrop of an area where there's crime.
He's he went to art school. And you can feel like he sees things as paintings in a way, and he's very much into details and to. It was funny. It was like talking about religious symbols and colors a lot. When he was describing Nadia at one point, he said that she's a broken angel, and he invites, he felt like he invited me into his universe, and it's a place where I felt protected and safe because I knew he had it, like he was guiding me, but with tender hands.
James gave a masterclass in a specific type of acting, which and connected to all of us as an artist and also as a man. So he brought an awful lot to the table, both in authenticity. But also the pursuit of excellence when it comes to working in the arts and as an actor. So he was a beacon of that, and an incredibly kind and generous person as well. It's more of an ethical movie than in many ways a morality movie, because a lot of morals go out the window in this, and that's life, isn't it?
But also in an environment when you need to be strong and brutal to gain a position of respect. And if you don't have love and if you don't have a place to grow, it's like the last thing you will use is aggressions and violence. And
it's not fair. Life isn't fair.
No, it's
and
not.
Nobody's looking after you. So
you don't have anything to lose in a way. And desperate people are the most dangerous ones.
But they have the same aspirations and cares and needs as any person.
Yeah, and I love that with Dennis Lehane's world, that it's like they're all kind of stained. We all have like blood on our hands in different ways, but he doesn't judge his characters.
But there's no difference between the needs, of a king or a queen in Shakespeare, and then it's the guys and girls that live in the streets.